Es que es complicada la pregunta, la verdad, tía. Vuélvemela a repetir para...
I don't know. I don't know. It's complicated. The differences between... Do I have time to think or does it... That's very deep.
Estamos todos alienados en el estado de bienestar. La comunicación inmediata es algo básico ya hoy en día, entonces...
It's easier for us to communicate, and generally our life is easier. Connecting with various types of people around the world within seconds.
We speak with more people more frequently.
In one way it makes us closer from each other.
It can also create this bubble.
In one way it makes us less close than each other.
But then of course we have this huge part that's being decreased, is about that we don't speak in person as much anymore.
We can text each other and we don't put much effort on it. I would say that we have become a lot more antisocial.
So I kind of feel the need of meeting someone somewhere and maybe having more adventures with someone instead of like typing with each other.
Pero luego pienso que hay personas que hacen un uso de todos estos mecanismos radicalmente distinto.
And just to add to that, there are benefits to it. You can definitely spread awareness, something that we wouldn't even see on like a mainstream newspaper or like mainstream news outlets.
Vamos a ir, por ejemplo, la gente asexual creo que ha visto en las tecnologías quizá una de las únicas formas de darse a un encuentro común.
I think we don't appreciate things we have now.
Nos encontramos en un mundo que nos ofrece una serie de herramientas. Entonces ya depende un poco del uso que hagamos de ellas, las consecuencias que nos puedan traer a nivel personal. No, todo el mundo tiene su personalidad, desde luego, ¿no? Pero es verdad que hay personas que siguen un poquito más, pues, una corriente como más homogénea.
Everybody wears the same clothes and is acting kind of the same.
Generally, we are a mass. We are doing the same thing. We want people like us and like our Instagram photos. Within our generation, there's so many social media platforms that we share our daily lives on.
We know more about the lives of the other people and we want more to look like the others.
We don't care if we are ourselves and we behave as we want. We just behave as other people want us to behave.
And this makes your being an individual less and less and more about what the society wants of you.
All this pressure from the outside and we're constructing a lot of fake identity.
Estás plasmando el personaje ideal que te creas de ti mismo para encajar en esa sociedad imaginaria que está en la red.
Kind of like in a picture of what you want to be instead of the way you flow into being.
We question a lot about our identity, so as we question, I feel like we get to form our own identity rather than what society tells us.
But in the meantime, there is a lot of criticism from a lot of person about this same way of being.
And for example, like sexuality as well, like are you male, female, or other kind of thing, you know, like...
La identidad y la autoconstrucción es algo muy importante y es vital.
There are so many different ways you can be.
But when there's so many identities together, it creates this mess, I would say.
Obviamente ser diferente no significa que de repente huyas de las corrientes más mainstream o lo que sea, sino que a lo mejor las han resignificado y se las han reapropiado, etcétera, etcétera.
Gente que salía un poco de la norma, ahora es que son igualmente tribus, son mini masas, entonces al final todo es una gran masa.
It's called the melting pot because there's so many different things in one pot, so diversity, that it's like melting because it's like a mess, it's creating a huge mess.
Yo creo que cada cada grupo sí que tiene unos valores morales muy similares, muy homogéneos entre todos.
Por supuesto, existe una especie de moral postcontemporánea.
I would say that we're becoming desensitized.
Maybe because of the way the news is being distributed throughout the whole world. You see a lot of things, for instance, in Africa and the climate and things like this.
O sea, se difunden las cosas muy rápido y de forma muy cambiante. Entonces a lo mejor lo que un día sirve, mañana no sirve.
Because we're exposed to so many different things, like for example, violence, war.
Nos ha puesto en una situación, en cierto modo, de ruptura de valores o de pilares.
I think like before we used to think that labor, family, the state were the main values, and I think there is a crisis in those three different areas.
Somos una generación que tenemos que enfrentar un poco ante la incertidumbre.
That because our values changed, we are a little bit lost right now.
We label ourselves as lost because we question a lot, as opposed to previous generations when they just went with what the society told them to do.
In some way we have our like values in our head, like we created them.
Bueno, como todos los valores morales se tienen que crear a un ritmo muy lento, muy calmado, muy pausado.
But that we're going to construct a different basis and that it's going to be fine.
Aquí intenta ser un terreno escamoso porque ¿qué es libertad? ¿Hasta qué punto una persona es libre?
I mean, we think we are free, but actually we are not.
Una de las cosas que hace triunfar tantísimo al sistema es generarnos un espejismo de libertad increíble.
Even like people who are in North Korea, they think they're free, but what do they know, right? But what do we know?
I think we are free. We are free to say no and to do whatever we want.
Todo el mundo puede hacer lo que quiera, entre comillas, pero que se atenga a las consecuencias, ¿no?
It's less and less free if I would want it to be.
I think we have freedom of speech. I mean,
Quiero decir, sí que tenemos libertad de expresión, pero ¿comparado con qué? Con la época de Franco. Bueno.
Se está persiguiendo la libertad de expresión de un lado del espectro político, vamos a llamarlo.
It depends how people think of what freedom is.
Las condiciones sociales son una si no la más importante de las barreras.
So you feel kind of maybe the pressure of being watched more and about your social status, that you are not as free as you would want to be.
Like social media like made us super like addicted in like a cage.
try not to be influenced by all the pressure that we get, and maybe we're getting more and more pressured every day, but it's up to us to not to listen to those rules, to those medias, to everything that is putting us in a box. So we're free, but it's difficult to be free.
I would like to say that I'm optimistic about the future, or I would like to think that I am, although it's kind of scary because of the uncertainty.
We must have faith in the future.
Fe sí, esperanza, pero eso es en teoría lo que nunca se debe perder, pero...
O sea, es un poco un nihilismo chungo.
Because they don't believe in the change that they can make.
We are moving through, of course, a lot of problems.
Because the planet is sick, and because we don't trust anymore in politicians.
Because there are a lot of wars going on, for instance in Syria, and the refugees that are going on.
It will be okay, it won't be that bad as maybe people project.
Like there are so many social evolutions that have been made between men and women, for unemployed people, for old people, for education.
Están teniendo como mucho impacto actualmente y eso me hace tener una cierta confianza en el futuro.
Ecology and on anti-capitalism, and those movements are developing more and more.
In general, the economics are growing and people are getting a little bit more wealthier.
Si sigue por el buen camino, en tecnologías, en medicina, para viajar, en fin.
I hope that there still be a time that there are no borders and that everybody can move around this.
We've never been so happy and we don't even realize it.
I truly believe that any generation, like our future generation, are leaders of the future.
Esa fuerza de cambio que se podría dar por nuestro pie, que sería muy propicio porque tenemos todos los medios, somos muchos y estamos muy informados, entonces sería lo lógico, sería el paso obvio.
Everybody knows now that we have to work together to act in a good way, to preserve the earth for the next generations.
The younger generations have become so ambitious to make changes and create a better change to our society.
Whatever, I think the future is bright, always.
I think our generation is more able, like I said, to break the rules and to go out of a certain frame that the past generation built for us.
Que yo sepa, somos una de las generaciones que más está abogando por la deconstrucción.
I think like the most common thing, we are super open-minded.
Really happy generation online.
I feel like technology has a lot to do with the generation today.
We are like the first generation that grew up with, for instance, computers and social media, of course, and
Because the past generations didn't have those tools, those technology tools.
Y al mismo tiempo también diría creativa, porque nos reinventamos mucho.
La tendencia a la melancolía por estar perdidos en un mundo en el que ya todo está prácticamente hecho.
I don't think we're lost. I think we know what we want, but that we don't have the opportunity to build it yet.
Creo que también somos una generación muy contradictoria. Y así, es que sí, o sea, creo que nos contradecimos, pero también porque nos estamos planteando muchas cosas.
So many like opportunities that we have in our lives.
Just to finish off, I feel like we have a lot of potential and we don't know that ourselves because we have become so desensitized. We're just used to having all these resources. But if you talk to people who grew up in the 70s or the 60s, they would say how lucky we are today to have all of these resources that we have today. And we should appreciate it and we should take advantage to create a better change. So in closing, I would say that we have a lot of potential within ourselves and it's important to believe in that.
Okay, thank you so much. This
No
is
problem.
great.